Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of All About That Gear. I'm your host Sam, and today we're going to be looking at a 1953 Gibson GA-40 amp. This amp is of course very well respected for all things classic rock and blues, but can this amp, that's almost 65 years old, be just as good for everything metal and hard rock? Let's find out. So for the first part of this playthrough, we're going to be using this amp in a traditional classic rock sort of way. And the guitar we'll be using here is a McInturff Glory custom, but the real star of the show is not the guitar but the pickups in them. They're made by this company called Tone Specific, which in my opinion might be the best pickups made today. They're the 59 Blues set, and we're going to start off with the amp run dry, but then we're going to also boost it with 3 different overdrive pedals. We got the Timmy version 1, the Lazy J Cruiser, and the Spaceman Mercury IV. And we'll also engage the Fort and Zool noise gate when we kick those on, just because it would be too noisy without them. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first, to just get a general feel of this amp, I'm going to play just a couple chords, and I'll start first with it a quarter of the way up on the volume. And now let's go halfway up. Now 3/4 of the way up. Now dimed. Alright, so first we're going to hear this amp in a traditional classic rock kind of way. We're going to start running the amp completely dry with the volume up around 3/4 of the way up. Then you're going to hear it boosted with the Timmy version 1, then the Lazy J Cruiser, and finally with the Spaceman Mercury IV. So to start, let's hear it with the amp completely dry. So now let's hear that same exact thing boosted with the Timmy version 1. And now let's hear it with the Lazy J Cruiser. And finally, let's hear it with the Spaceman Mercury IV. This is the most transparent of the 3 pedals. Alright, so let's see now if this amp can do metal. We're going to keep everything exactly the same. These are again really old school low output PAF style pickups. And we'll start with the amp again, run dry at about 3/4 of the way up. Then we'll kick on the Timmy and then the Lazy J. So here it is dry, trying to play a metal riff. So now we're going to go to the Timmy V1, and again, keep in mind, this is just the amp. Imagine how heavy it would sound if we did a 4x12. And now let's do a different metal lick using the Timmy. And now let's hear on the Lazy J Cruiser. Alright, so we're going to be doing the same exact thing, but this time we switched guitars. This is a Nik Huber Dolphin. This is my favorite guitar, the highest quality one I own. And the reason why I switched guitars is the pickups in this sound even heavier. We have in the bridge a Jim Wagner Ironman, which is a brutal pickup. It sounds so tight, heavy, massive. It has a ceramic magnet, which makes it a lot tighter. So we're going to play faster riffs because this guitar can handle it. The DC resistance on this pickup is 22.5K, but it's still a really warm, toneful pickup. The neck pickup is also a Jim Wagner called the Godwood, which is 8.5K DC resistance. It's a little bit more vintage sounding, but for now let's just worry about the bridge for these metal riffs. Let's hear it dry. Alright, so now we're going to kick on the Timmy, and this time I'm going to play 3 different riffs with it. The last one will be a more fast riff to show the tightness. Okay, and finally we're going to hear 3 more riffs with the Lazy J boosting it. Alright, so now let's show some of the lead tones with this. We're going to start again with the amp ran dry, then with the Timmy, the Lazy J, and we're going to use the Godwood net pickup in this guitar. So now let's kick on the Timmy. Now let's do the Lazy J. And now real quick, I'm going to go to the Timmy and Lazy J, and I'm going to just play a very brief sort of fast lick to just show what this amp can do. So that does it for today's episode of All About That Gear. Can this 65-year-old Gibson amp do hard rock and metal? Let us know down below in the comments, and please like and subscribe to our channel. We have so much more amazing content coming. See you next time.